Triple V, I think, is a useful learning package for each primary school. I feel like going into the schools, it breaks down a lot of barriers between police officers, PCSOs, with all the children. We learn a lot from it as well, and it makes us get involved with parents as well, and it breaks down barriers with them, and just to get, you know, the children used to us.
Yeah, I think the thing is, even at 8 and 9, you can see where these children may be heading. So we do a lot in primary school. We do a lot of groups, a lot of individual work. The stage of going to secondary school, we found it very difficult to bridge that gap, and where we haven't got the support of outside agencies or links with other forces or groups, those children we know have gone into either criminal activities or found themselves in danger or harm's way, or their friends in harm's way. And that's why for us actually that year 5, 6 is the crucial year 5, so they're confident by the time they get to secondary to make those decisions and be able to stand in front of others and say no. And at year 6 that there's somebody who's going to take that baton on, because our year 6s think they're 20 and they're not. And they need somebody there to catch them when they fall, when they get into secondary school.
Oh, it seems really, really good, and I already do a lot of work with the school, and a lot of the stuff that I do is already covered in it, but it seems like an easier way of doing it, already having the resources, because I do a lot of my research for what I do in my own time, and it seems it's all in one place.
I think the Triple V programme is very useful to schools. I think it's been promoted well, and I think it'll be useful for the year 5s in my school especially, because of the values. We have school values that we follow, so it'll tie in well with that.
And what about the really tough issues that it's tackling around gang violence? Do you think, you know, weapons, are these important things for children to think about?
I think it's going to be hard to deliver it, but I think the way that it's being produced to work up to that and not initially go in with it, yeah, I think it's going to be useful.
Good. Working in inner city Birmingham, we are right in the centre of a lot of violence. A lot of our children are brought up in homes where there are issues. I can see a huge amount of use of it within the classroom, across our juniors particularly. And I think it's not just something that'll last a week or a day or in anti-bullying week, but it's actually something that should be embedded as a full-time part of our curriculum. So I think I will go back to school now and get the rest of the year groups as well.